This is cool, man. I'm excited. I live in Los Angeles. I started my show in Canada on a public access station. It got picked up by MTV. Now I do a web TV show in my living room, so my career's going pretty well. I was on The Celebrity Apprentice with Donald Trump. I got fired. Got fired in the third episode. Donald Trump was mad at me. He was mad at me because I went out drinking with Dennis Rodman. On the night I was the project manager. Whoa. That's a no-no. Donald Trump takes that project manager shit fucking seriously, sir. But think about it. You're in New York City. A 7-foot-tall cross-dressing basketball champion asks you out on a date. You say yes. It's Dennis Rodman. The guy's a legend. He's probably gonna pick you up, take you out for a steak dinner, you head out for a night on the town, you have some cranberry vodkas, at the end of the evening you head back to the hotel. If you're lucky, he doesn't have sex with you. I did not get lucky. He was gentle. I've been doing this goofy stuff a long time, but I've never done a stand-up comedy special before. I'm so excited to be here. I'm getting older, you know. As you get older, you start to freak out. You start to think about things a little bit more. You want to talk about it. You worry about things. I worry about my life. I worry about the way things were when I was younger. It seems like it was better before. It was better before. When I was a kid, they didn't have the internet. They didn't have the video games. They didn't have the computers. They didn't have the ATM machines. They didn't have microwave ovens. They didn't have Starbucks. They didn't have Walmart. They didn't have AIDS. You know, the world was a better place. Now everybody's on their Facebook page, right? I want to say something unpopular about Facebook. I don't think married people should be on Facebook. I think if you're married, you should cancel your Facebook right after the show. Okay? You want some ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend of your husband or wife from 25 years ago sending little secret messages in the background like, how's married life, wink, LOL. Brr, brr, LMFAO, I'm here if you need me. Brr, brr. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's not how the world's supposed to work. When I was a kid, everybody had one telephone. We'd keep it in the kitchen by the fridge. That was your connection with the outside world. It was called a landline, right? Actually, it was called a phone. We call them a landline now because they have cords coming out of them. And if you follow the cord, you can follow the cord, and eventually the cord plugs directly into the land, okay? It's amazing. You gotta go through dirt to get to the person you want to talk to. That's how primitive it was, right? All the phones looked the same. There was one model, they had the curly cord that came in 4 different colors, beige, green, black. If you were rich, you'd spend $1 more and get a red one because you wanted to feel like the president. You had the rotary dial. Right, you know you're getting older when you remember phones before buttons were introduced into them, you know? Boop, boop, boop. I remember being so excited when those buttons got introduced, man. It was like a cool new modern feature. Beep, 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 beep. It's digital. Beep, beep, beep. You know, we never had a piano in my house. I was always very musical. Beep, 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 beep. Mommy, I played Mary Had a Little Lamb. You called China, right? That's $3,000 fucking dollars. Our son's a fucking asshole. That's the way the world's supposed to work, man. The one phone system is a better system. It was a simpler time. This is why I don't think married people should be on Facebook. You want the one phone system. If somebody wanted to get a hold of your husband, she would call the phone in your house. You would pick it up. You'd say hello. She would say, is your husband there? You would say, who the fuck is this? Roger, there's some cunt on the phone. If she calls here again, I'm gonna slit her fucking throat. Fuck off, bitch, right? That's how it's supposed to work. That's how you keep marriages together. The one phone system. Facebook's gonna ruin high school reunions. Before you'd go to your high school reunion, you were wondering what Judy Miller looked like. Now you know what Judy Miller looks like. You've been jacking off to her family vacation photos for 5 friggin' years. This guy knows what I'm talking about right here. You know Judy? You know, Judy, I tell you, man. I tell you. I don't know, man. I think it's the conspiracy of our time. We're getting sucked into this digital grid. We're giving away all our personal information. We're getting sucked into this digital vortex. You know, when I was a kid, we talk about how the CIA could see inside our homes. The CIA could hear our phone calls. It was big brothers watching. Now, some corporation comes along. They tell us to take all our personal information, just give it away for free. Now the CIA wants your information. All they got to do is friend request you, right? We're a generation of peeping Toms. We can see inside everybody's homes. We don't have to be invited over. We're coming anyway. We're like taking pictures of our stuff and putting it online so everyone can see our stuff. Look at my car. Look at my girlfriend. Look at my boyfriend. Look at my pool table. Look at my pool. Look at my new hubcaps. Look at my stuff. We all like to go online and look at everybody else's stuff, secretly hoping that they go bankrupt and lose all their stuff. And you got video phones coming out. You got a call on your phone. People can see you. You can see them. This sucks. Right? How are you going to get away with anything? How are you going to get away with anything? How are you going to go to the strip club, sir? How are you going to go to the strip club, get away from the wife? Guys are going to be taking calls at the strip club and fucking broom closets and shit. Hey, honey, just doing a little sweeping here. Sweeping. Right? Strip clubs are going to have to adapt, right? They're going to have to adapt. They're going to build rooms off the side of the stage, you know, with like a Hollywood-style set built to look like a post office or something. Hey, honey, just sending some mail. Got to pay those bills. That's the weirdest post office I've ever been to. I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why Lady Gaga's playing in the background. Just making it rain on the phone bill here. Paying the phone bill with singles today. Yeah, I think we got to be careful about this stuff, man. We're giving away too much. The innocence is gone in the world. The mystery is gone in the world. We're not talking to each other anymore. Everybody's text messaging now. This is how we communicate. We text messages. You go out to dinner with 6 people. 3 of them will be texting under the table, talking to 3 people they'd rather be eating dinner with than you. No. I can't. I'm here with everybody. I hate that look. Right? Bring a book to the dinner table. I think we should start bringing books to the dinner table. If it pisses you off, bring a book, right? People start texting in front of you, whip out a copy of Moby Dick. What's going to happen to our bodies? How are we going to evolve as a species with all this new technology taking over our lives? It's going to change our physical appearance, right? Think about it. We started out thousands of years ago. We were Cro-Magnon man. We were Neanderthal man, hunched over, and then we evolved and we stood up. We became tall. We became human beings. We became tall. We're human beings. We're tall. We're tall. We're tall. We start text messaging. Don't really need our legs anymore. Our legs are going to start to retract into our bodies. Don't really have to go anywhere. Our arms are going to retract into our bodies. Our mouths, we won't need them to communicate. They're going to shrivel up into these straw-like tubes. We'll suck vitamins through them. Applesauce. We'll become these Jabba the Hutt type blobs with nothing left. Nothing but 2 muscular, elongated, rapidly flapping text messaging thumbs. Blobs with thumbs. Like we're addicted to it. We're addicted to our cell phones. We're addicted to our text messages. We're addicted to our Facebook pages and our emails. We run to it. We run to see what's on there. We run to check our inbox, right? It's a physical addiction, too. I think it's a physical addiction, like cigarettes, right? You know when you send a text message to someone and you don't get a response right away, you feel depressed? Right? Or you send a text message to someone you really like and you get a response right away and you feel happy, right? Happy. When you feel happy, your body, it creates the chemical dopamine. And dopamine, it goes through your blood and you become addicted to that dopamine rush and you associate that dopamine rush with the happy feeling of receiving a text, and that's why you got people sending 3,000 fucking text messages a day, right? We're not even paying attention to what we're saying anymore. It's just like a morphine drip, right? It's like a dopamine drip. Happy buttons, happy buttons, happy buttons. Time to play with the happy buttons, happy buttons. I almost forgot I was still on this fucking thing. do my whole first comedy special owling on a stool. Yeah. Ah, man, we gotta be careful, man. We get addicted to this stuff. We can't stop using it. I don't want to bitch and complain and cry and moan for the whole night, but I'm worried about it. You know, people are getting freaked out by this stuff. You hear about this teacher? She was arrested for taking a naked photo of herself with her cell phone and sending it to her 14-year-old student. Yeah, that didn't happen when I was a kid, right? I wish it did. I don't want to blame the cell phone for this disgusting decision that this disgusting lady made, right? The disgusting lady. I don't want to blame her cell phone, but think about how difficult it would have been to take a naked picture of yourself and send it to your 14-year-old student in the 1970s. You're up late at night, you're marking tests. Little Billy says something about cumulonimbus clouds that makes you smile. An idea pops into your head. I know what I want to do. I'm gonna take a naked picture of myself and send it to little Billy. You have a shot of Jägermeister. Now you gotta get the camera, you gotta put film in the camera. It's hard putting film in a camera in 1975 when you're drunk on Jägermeister at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Then you gotta go through all the drawers in the kitchen, you gotta find one of those magic bulb flash cubes. You gotta go through all the burnt out ones, right? You gotta go, you kept the burnt out ones, right? So you gotta go through those, find there's a lot of metal and plastic there, right? You're not gonna throw that away, maybe make a Lego police car out of that or something, you know? You do something with that, then you find one that's got a little juice on it, you get naked. Billy, Billy boy, Billy boy, Billy boy, Billy boy. Now you gotta go down to the mall, get the film developed at the photo development place where your neighbor works. You hand him the camera. You ask him to double your prints for $1, because that's a deal. Don't want to pass up a deal like that, right? Maybe little Billy might want a naked photo. Maybe little Timmy might want one too, right? Then you go home, you pace around for a while, you have another shot of Jägermeister, you come back the next day, you get your naked photos of yourself, you put them in an envelope, you lick the envelope. The taste of the glue. Ooh, the gluey taste. The gluey. Then you gotta write little Billy's address down on the envelope. To Billy for your eyes only, right? Then you have another shot of Jägermeister. I mean, you still have to be drunk, right? You're like 36 hours deep into this idea at this point. Stumbling down the street through your neighborhood towards the mailbox on the corner, your hand dangling above the mailbox. At any point up to this moment, you would have had the ability to say to yourself, you know, maybe this isn't such a good idea. Now it's just bad idea, shot of Jägermeister, grab the cell phone, point, click, send, fall asleep in your own puke. Wake up 10 hours later, there's cops, you're in handcuffs. I did what? Billy! I love you, Billy! We gotta be careful what we do with our cell phones when we're drunk, that's all. That's all. Watch what you do with your cell phone when you're drunk. Be careful. You really do gotta be careful. The world is just getting messed up, man. The innocence is gone in our world. The mystery is gone in our world. We're giving it all away. We can see anything instantly. I don't think we've thought about it enough, what all this stuff means. About this instant access to everything. You can see anything instantly. You can go on Google. You can type in the name of a city. On Google Earth, you can type in the name of a city. You can hover over the city. Hover over the city looking at the terrified citizens below. Right, you go on Google Street View. You type in Paris. Now you go down to street level. You're walking down the streets of Paris. Walking down the streets of Paris, taking the mystery out of the whole goddamn world. Fuck it, we got purple curtains in Boston. Fuck it. Might as well just stay home, right? They're kicking all the dictators out around the world. They're kicking them out in Libya. They're kicking them out in Egypt. They're kicking them out in Tunisia. They're kicking them out in Bahrain. They're kicking them out in Wisconsin. Everywhere. It's like we want to make everything exactly the same. Everything's got to be exactly the same. I went all over the world this year doing stand-up comedy. Every city is exactly the same. Doesn't matter if you're in Sydney, Australia, Chicago, Toronto, Los Angeles. There's a Starbucks on every corner, an ATM machine, a Walmart, an IKEA making you feel stupid because you can't put an office chair together. It's all the same. I went to Afghanistan a few months ago and did some stand-up for the military. Okay, let's have a hand for those guys. Okay? Yeah. Have a hand for those guys. See, that was the only city in the whole world where I went to where I was thinking, you know, there's no Starbucks here. There's no Wendy's. If I hopped this fence, and left the military base, and went downtown Kandahar, they'd kill me. I like that. I like that. We want to have a few wild places left on the planet where if you go there, they decapitate you, right? You don't have to go there. But just keep a couple of places like that, just to keep it interesting. We want to make everything exactly the same. Look what happened to Saddam Hussein. All the guy wanted to do was be the king of his own country. He just wanted to be the leader of his own country. He just wanted to go out on his balcony, put on his army suit, pretend he's Fidel Castro, shoot a shotgun in the air, hang out with his crazy sons, go get a gold toilet seat made for himself, you know, get blown by an enslaved prostitute, feeding him grapes, right? That's all he wanted to do. And it pissed us off, right? It pissed us off. Who the fuck does this guy think he fucking is with his gold toilet seats and his grapes? It pissed us off, and we went in there and we chased them all around, right? 1 second the guy's the king of his own country. The next second we're pulling him out of a hole in the ground looking like Nick Nolte's mugshot. Looking like Ron Jeremy on a bender. It's like the worst. It's like the worst disguise. Ron Jeremy is like the first person the Marines would recognize. Ron Jeremy. He seems a little disoriented, boys. Hoorah! Well, strip him down and hose him off. Wait a minute. You're not Ron Jeremy. It's Saddam Hussein. That was a cock joke. That was a cock joke. That was a joke about Saddam Hussein's tiny cock. His tiny cock. Cock. Cock! Cock joke! Cock joke! Cock joke! Cock! Cock! Fuck jokes. Screw jokes, huh, Santa? Come on, fuck it. Let's just yell cock at these people. I'm like, cock! You guys having fun? You guys are awesome, man. When I say chicken, you say sandwich. Chicken. Sandwich. Chicken. Sandwich. That was fucking pointless. You have some fun tonight in Boston, right? Absolutely. The beautiful Wilbur Theater here. Look at this place. It's amazing. Got this beautiful balcony here, right? How you guys doing, right? You got the fucking Muppet Show and shit, right? Good to see you. We didn't plan that. That light just went on like that automatically. I grew up on a Canadian Army base. You got an army. Yeah. My dad was a captain in the Canadian Army. He looked after the tank. It was a Volkswagen Beetle with a shotgun welded to the roof. You'd see it going by on the way to school. It was scary. Made you think. Growing up at a Canadian Army base, it made you think. You'd be like, who wants to attack Canada? Someone wants to attack Canada. Oh, the Russians. The communists. The communists. Spent the first 20 years of our lives worrying about the communists. The communists, the communists, the communists, the communists. Suddenly it's the terrorists, the terrorists, the terrorists, the terrorists. Next it's the fucking optometrists. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, it didn't, nothing, the stuff they told you didn't always make sense either, because you didn't have the internet, right? So you couldn't go on the internet and look at the Russians. You just had to kind of believe what you see on the news, see on the Hunt for Red October. That's what the Russians were. That was it. They'd tell you stuff that didn't make any sense. They say, you don't want to be communist. Oh, you don't want to live in Russia. In Russia, they can't get genes. Like this was the worst threat. Lack of genes. Didn't make any sense, right? They could put a monkey in orbit, but they couldn't make blue cotton pants. It didn't make any sense. You'd be glued to that TV. You'd be like, if we don't win this hockey game, we're fucking dead. We need to win this hockey game. And we'd do drills. They'd make us do drills. You're 6 years old. You're in school. The teacher comes out. She says, kids, if the Russians launch a nuclear missile, hide under the desk. The wooden desk. Like the desk had been held over from the 50s. It had an inkwell in it. They'd been using feathered quills not that long ago to write on this piece of wooden furniture. And now you're underneath it and they're telling you it's going to protect you from a 50 megaton blast. Right? And you're 6 years old and you're looking at your teacher and you're saying, this is fucking bullshit. I remember you're under the desk, right? They got the whiteout, graffiti under there from terrified children, from drills gone past, messages to their families and shit. Remember whiteout, right? You write something down, you change your mind, you got to pull out a can of paint. That's how fast the world changes. That's how fast the world changes, sir. Then they came out with the Erasermate pen. Remember the Erasermate pen? That was exciting. We could erase ink. We felt like spies. The worst invention ever. It was like a Brillo eraser. It was like a sandpaper eraser. You'd scrape a layer of fucking paper off. Didn't erase the ink, just scrape a layer of paper off. Handed this moth-eaten math quiz. There's just so much stuff that didn't make any sense. Like when they brought X's and Y's into math, I hadn't even figured out the numbers yet. I'm looking at the teacher. I remember looking at the teacher saying, wait a minute, it's a trick. It's impossible. They're letters. You got train coming towards you at 450 miles per hour. You're in a sports car going 150 miles per hour towards the train. At what time do you meet at the station? I can't figure out the XY thing. I'm never going to be able to afford a sports car that can go that fast. We don't have high-speed rail in this country. If I want to know what time the train's going to get to the station, I'll go to the station and I'll fucking wait, right? I'll look at the screen, I'll ask the conductor, and then I'll fucking wait. They give you a pencil case. They give you a pencil case. They give you a pencil case with the original 6 NHL hockey teams on it, right? Boston, right? Bruins, right? I grew up loving that, man. I grew up loving the Boston Bruins, man. You got your pencil case. You got the 6 NHL hockey teams on it. Inside your pencil case, you got your bottle of whiteout. You got your compass, which is basically a metal spear. They give every kid a spear that you can screw a pencil into it so you can learn how to draw a circle. Yeah. So you can learn how to draw a perfect circle. Thank God they taught us that. Can't think of where I'd be if I didn't know how to draw a circle, right? Can't think of how many times I've had to draw a circle in my adult life. Went down to the Starbucks the other day, ordered myself a triple grande vanilla latte. They said that'll be $4.75, please. Could you draw a circle? I said I left my compass out in the car. Well, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to help you. You're 6 years old, you got your whiteout, it's a can of paint, it's basically a fucking inhalant and shit, right? You're walking around, you're high on fucking paint fumes, you got a spear in your hand, they're telling you the Russians are coming. Come on, you commie fuckers! We don't give a fuck! Red Dawn, motherfuckers! Wolverines! Wolverines! We got Patrick Swayze, motherfuckers! You know, it's like, it's weird. You know, you talk about that. You talk about those memories from school when you're a kid. It's like you realize how fast life goes by. Just goes like that. Life, boom, speeds up. You ever notice how time speeds up as you get older? It does. It does. Speeds up. It's all about your perspective, really. That's what I figure. Like, when you're 4 years old, a year, that's a quarter of your entire life. It's a huge fraction of time. You think about that, it's like, well, that's a quarter of my life. That's going to take forever, right? And when you're 10 years old, it's 1/10 of your life. Well, a year is much less significant. It seems to be going fast. Your perception is going by much faster. Then suddenly you're 15, then you're 30, then you're 50, then you're fucking dead, you know? I mean, I don't want to bring the mood down, but I'm just saying. Goes by fast, you know? Seems like just yesterday I was in school, gone in a circle, had all these asshole teachers walking around telling me to fuck off. I was looking at them and saying, I never want to be some old fucking asshole telling people to fuck off. And then suddenly, boom, you're old, you're telling people to fuck off. You're like, this is pretty cool. It's fun being old and telling people to fuck off. I went down to the skateboard park the other day just to watch the kids going up and down the stairs on their skate park, doing the little jumps on their skate park just so I could tell the kids to fuck off. These kids are looking at me. Who are you? I'm a fucking adult. This is my fucking turn, you meddling fucks. Don't take that away from me. These kids turned out to be 35 years old. Like aging skateboarders. Kick the fucking shit out of me. You can't fight back You can't fight back when you're an adult. That's something if I can give you any advice as you get older, don't get in a fight, okay? Because you know how time speeds up as you get older. You're a kid, you're used to fighting, it's fun, it's cute, you knock someone's tooth out, you know, you break someone's wrist, yeah, it's cute, you know. But then suddenly you're an adult, it's not cute anymore, you go to jail. You don't even realize you're an adult. You're just doing what you've been doing, then suddenly you go to jail. Even if it's self-defense. Even if it's self-defense. They tell you can fight in self-defense, don't fight back. Even if it's self-defense, you go to jail. The system's fucked. You go to jail. Even if it's in self-defense. Right? Someone comes up to you, they poke you in the eye, you're like, what the fuck, don't you ever fucking punch me in the fucking head. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. 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 I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give. And you look down at the ground, the guy's fucking dead. Doesn't matter if it's self-defense, you're going to jail. Who are they gonna believe? You or the dead guy? They're gonna believe the dead guy. Then you're in jail for the rest of your life. You got no other option. You gotta hang yourself with your bed sheets. It's your only option, right? You gotta hang yourself with your bed sheets, right? It's not the way you wanna go, right? If you have to make that choice, hang yourself with your bed sheets, right? If you have to make that choice, it's not the way you wanna go. You don't want that to be your only option, right? At least maybe you want the option to maybe jump off a bridge, maybe. No, but you know what I mean, like, at least when you jump off a bridge, you know, you get that experience, you know, you get that 5 seconds there of like, oh, fuck, you know, maybe I really did want to live. Maybe if I just jackknife a little bit, what have I gotten myself into this time? This is awesome. We got Justin Bieber here tonight. How you doing, sir? Justin Bieber, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Bieber, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Another Canadian coming out to support me. Thank you very much.